Hello everyone and welcome to Mother Healing. So in this series we're connecting with the energy of our mother, whether that's in spirit or in the real world. And we're also connecting with the mother energy of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Mary. We're connecting with the female archangels to bring in power and strength. So this is a series that really will help you on your journey to release things from the past, heal things in the now, and prepare for your future. So what we're going to do in this series, we're bringing in a message from our mother, and these are channeled messages that we can work with interactively. So we receive a question where we can think about the question, write down the answers, even talk out loud and release things that need to be healed. And we're doing a message from the Messages of Grace book by the gorgeous Anna Grace Taylor, and we're bringing in some cards too. So we're going to start with a message today. So what do we need to know? What's the theme of this day? So the message is, as part of your self-care, we encourage you to do what you can to make healthy choices for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Pay attention to how you spend your time, the company you keep, the things you watch, the food and drink you consume, the sleep you have. Are they supporting and uplifting you, or are they draining you? So this is about the way you treat yourself and the way you spend your time. Because, we become like the people we spend the most time with. So if you're around negative people, people in gossip and fear, you're going to be feeling all of that energy. And you're going to be taking that on your day. It will come into your day through the law of attraction. Yeah, if you're spending your time with positive people, uplifting your vibration, feeling good, excited about life, that's exactly what you're going to live and breathe every day. It says, be honest with yourself about any improvements that can be made to give you more energy and a sense of well-being. Every small positive change can make a big difference. And even just doing this series or writing daily gratitude or doing something you enjoy every day can make a big difference. It's just a small change that makes a big difference in your day. So let's see what we need to know. So what's the question today? What can we do today? Again, I feel there's a few. 3 messages today. Wow, 3 messages. So it's like our mum isn't holding back here. And look how many cards are starting to come out. So I love how in the series, it started off quite slow, with the Mother Mary cards, just one coming out. And now there's a lot of information coming in, which shows we are getting ready to heal. And again, I'm picking 2 cards here out of this other deck. So the questions then, so these are things that you can work on, either straight away or you can sit with them for a while. Your mum is saying to you today, what do you think I like the most about you and why? She's saying, I don't just like it, I love it. And these are powerful things because, in life, our mum may not tell us what she likes about us. And this is really about you recognizing the qualities within you, your strengths and your power. So what do you think that others like the most about you and why? Or what do you think your mum likes the most about you and why? Think about that. And if you had £10 million, what would you spend the money on and do? Let's spend it together. So this is really powerful because this is about manifesting. So spend the first 5 minutes thinking about your qualities, your strengths, the things that your mum may love about you. And really focus on them because they uplift your vibration. And then think about if you had £10 million right now in the bank, what would you spend that money on? What would you do? Where would you go? Your mum's saying, let's spend it together. So this is also a way we manifest our dreams by visualizing that we already have it now, that we have limitless resources. Don't think about it's never going to happen or I would never have that kind of money because that's pocket change to the universe. It's only our limiting beliefs that think that's a lot or think that's out of reach. So when we believe we can have, be and do any of these things, we can have, be and do them. And also, do you have a best friend? Tell me about them so I can get to know them too. So your mum is interested in, what you're doing, where you're spending your time and your money. Maybe you take your best friend on a trip somewhere, or you'd do something together. Your best friend may be yourself. It could be your mum. It could be your twin flame. But your mum's saying, do you have a best friend? Tell me about them. And my mum was my best friend, and she still is, because even in death, she's in life, which means she lives in me. So I take her around with me wherever I go. So in my visualization, if I had £10 million, I would take her somewhere with me. I'd think about what I would do, what I'd spend the money on, where I'd go, what I'd do, but I would also take her with me. I'd possibly take George because he's my best friend as well as my lover and my divine masculine. Maybe arrange something for you guys because you're my family too. And family are best friends. So this is about understanding that when we visualize, we create. So the energies of creation today. And this really resonates with the Divine Feminine Daily Reading because it's about making a wish and working on self-love. So start today by thinking about you and the things that you like about yourself and what your mum would possibly like about you too. And she's saying, I don't just like that thing about you or those things, I love them. I love those things about you. And if you had £1 million, £10 million right now, no limits to your resources, what would you do? What would you spend the money on? Where would you go? Let's spend it together. And do you have a best friend? Tell me about them so I can get to know them too. Isn't that beautiful? So the message coming through is transformation. Look at this. Notice the blessings. It says gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting. Thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and we take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. So you are transforming and moving forward. So if you had £10 million, how would you spend that? So when we start visualizing spending the money, no matter what our current circumstances are, we put ourselves into a position of more. So we're not in lack energy, we're in receiving, we're in allowing. We are in the energy of more, more, more. So we give, give, give. So the angels are reminding us what we give, we receive. So this is powerful today because when we spend time thinking about what people love about us or what our good qualities are, and then we start bringing in with our manifestation energy of spending money and buying things we want or doing things we want, going places we want to go. Maybe it's your dream to travel, but you're thinking, well, I can't go until I have enough money in the bank. Well, visualize that money's there. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? What type of lifestyle are you going to have? Are you going to take your best friend with you? Tell your mum about it. Write it down. It's a form of visualization. And you're attracting more in. You're receiving blessings because you're feeling blessed and powerful. And a new day. So it says, let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that's run its course, a job that's lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. Beautiful. Especially because as I record this in real time, it's the fall season. Remember, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. You may be in spring right now, but that's about rebirth and newness. It's saying to you, things are falling away to fall together. And this really resonates with focusing on gratitude, thinking about what you'd do if you had that money, where you'd go, what type of life you want to lead, and know that it's possible for you now. And we've got sobriety. My clear mind is easily able to focus and concentrate. And what I'm feeling with this too is, maybe you went through issues with your mum being an alcoholic. I dealt with that growing up. My mum drank a lot of alcohol. She got a problem and, she couldn't really focus on certain things at certain times. So, now it's like your mum is coming through from spirit or in herself now saying, I'm sober now in body and mind. So tell me about your life. Tell me about the things you want to do, the places you want to go. Tell me about your friends. Tell me about you. because I now have a clear mind that's easily able to focus and concentrate. So the past is gone. So I feel this also a big message about forgiveness. If your mum maybe did drugs or did alcohol or anything that stopped them from being there with you, focused in body and mind, your mum is saying, I'm sober now, I can see, I can understand, I can feel, I can be with you and listen to you and give you the attention that you deserve. And I feel this could also be a big message about someone's mum in the physical world sobering up and getting clear and clarity coming in. We've also got love. So love is the answer. It says love is the answer to all of my questions, and that's so true. Love is the answer to everything. So when we look past fear and ego and the past and the struggles and what's happened before, we open up to a new day and we focus on gratitude and love. So this is a great message that says start again today. Start to see your mother and your relationship with your mum from the eyes of love. It's time to build it back, to create it stronger, to start again with compassion and empathy, realizing that everything happened the way it did for a reason. And when we grow spiritually, we realize why things happen the way they did. When I look back at my mum's life and the way she handled things, at the time when she was going through that, I didn't get it. And now I do. She was going through her own grief, her own struggle, her own pain. And now I look back with compassion and empathy because I understand why she did the things she did. I may not have agreed with them at the time. I may have done things a bit differently, but that's how she handled the situation through the experiences she was having and the situation she was in, dealing with things in her mind, loss, pain, struggle. So have compassion for everyone's journey and realise that everyone is doing the best they can. Even if you don't agree with the way they're doing something, they're learning from that. So don't judge, have compassion instead. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. So this could be the perfect day for you to forgive the past, to forgive your mum, to feel kind, and also to work on gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. So you might think, what's the point of visualising I'm spending all this money when I haven't really got it? Well, you're going to end up at the end of the day with more than you had, because you're going to feel excited, empowered, and more money is going to flow in, because that's God's plan. And there's a miracle happening behind the scenes. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. So there's a solution coming in. And I feel that, someone needs to hear this, because maybe you are manifesting more in your life. I mean, come on, we all want more. We're all manifesting more. We all want to be in a position where we haven't got to worry about money, or, we're not worried about paying the bills, where we can do what we want to do, go where we want to go, and help the world as well along the way. And that's a miracle. So when we focus on more comes in. So spend a good 5-10 minutes today thinking about your qualities and what your mum likes about you, because she doesn't just like that quality, she loves that quality. And more than likely others do too. And then visualise endless money in the bank, where you'd go, what you'd do, who would you take, who's your best friend. And for me, the first thing that pops in my mind is me, because I'm my own best friend. When I'm lonely, when I'm alone, who's there for me? Me. And my angels, my guides, my mum inside me, but me. So you have to make yourself your own best friend, and sometimes you just want to spend that money on you, and that's okay. It's not selfish. If you've got kids, but the first thing that pops in your mind is I'd buy myself a new phone or a new wardrobe, or I'd take myself for a massage, that's not you being selfish. That's you working on self-love, because you're your own best friend. So what would you do? Where would you spend that money? Yes, you might buy, your twin flame something. You might buy someone a car or a house or a future. But make sure you give to you too, because you're going to feel good. And when you feel good, you're in the energy of more, you're operating in the energy of allowing, and you're going to receive so much more to be grateful for. So if you want 10 million in the bank, that's not out of reach to the universe. It may feel it to you, but the more you start spending it in your mind, the more likely you are to attract it in, because you realise with God all is possible. and there are miracles happening here every day. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.